Alright, welcome to Over 30s Gaming. In this video, I am going to go through on how to transfer scenarios. Now, I will also link my day one of transfer of yesterday into the scenario. Lots of trials and tribulations, I might add, because of the new lunar with temperature was a big change. So I will go ahead and do this on my alt for you guys to be able to see. And then I will transfer and show you my current status on my main character. Let me go ahead and get that app running just in case. There we go. So I do have two accounts. As you can see, I have a Steam account and a Loading Bay account. That is how you can actually have two characters on the same server at the same time, but they do have client interactions, so you can't run two once human clients at the same time. You can't, what we used to call shadowboxing back in the day when I used to play WoW. So, as we can see here, first thing that comes up when you log in, new scenario available, because we're in the last phase of the actual season or scenario. So, as you guys can see, one of my hive mates, Meow, is still here. But as you can see, my house is there, but my mains is gone, and so everything else. Now, the one thing that I did go on in preparation is not on here because I don't have all the same things. I usually just use this as a character to make a store, and I take my main to this character's place with all the building materials I need to make what I need to make. I hate the fact that it's nighttime, and I don't have any beer on this character, so this kind of sucks. How much time we got left? Oh, 1 minute. Okay, cool. So I can walk you through what else you're supposed to do before you leave. Alright, so as you come on into the server, there are going to be a couple things you want to do before you transfer, and this is with any character. The first thing you're going to want to do is hit escape, check your mail. The reason why I'm saying is to check your mail, as you can see, I haven't been on this character in a hot minute, is because anything you don't check in here, it will go into the Eternal Land mailbox, and it's a little bit more difficult to deal with. So you can go on here, you can tell I need to collect those crates. The Visional Calendar reminder, I will collect these two crates on the new server. There's a reason behind that, and I will show that. But all this other stuff, the special gifts, all of this, go ahead and claim it now, because when you log in, you're not going to have the chance to do it anyways. So you might as well go ahead and grab everything that you can while you're on this server, so that way you don't have to go to Eternal Land to do it anyways. And then, of course, the boxes, sometimes the boxes with the energy links will transfer over. Let's see here. Since this is Lucky Coins one, these ones will not transfer. The Butterfly Emissary crates, I'm not too worried if they're going to transfer or not, but I will go ahead and use all these. See if I get anything cool. I got the jacket, which is kind of awesome, and then the points, where I don't even know if I can even use those points still in the lunar event. Oracle. Yeah, the store's not over there anymore. So, as you can see, yeah, I have that currency, but it doesn't matter anyways. And see this stuff? Save this stuff, because this you can grab in the new season. So you don't want to grab this yet, because we can grab this on the other thing. Oh, and I get another deviation, meta comeback. So I haven't been on this character in so long, I get returnee awards, which is kind of nice. Mail verification I will do once I move back over. Let's see here. Nothing else cool to do. And then I will check here and here. Deviation Morph Crate, you don't want to do that yet. You want to save that just in case. That will be a crate that you can use in the new server where you don't actually have to pay to transfer anything. And like the only thing I have cool is the alloy pickaxe. All this stuff won't really matter. Alright, so since I've gone ahead and gone through that, we're out of Lunar Oracle. I'll go ahead and pop some sanity gummies. And so that's why you can see my screen a little bit better. Alright, so we know everyone else is on 7.6. Is the server that my hive joined the other night. So I'll go ahead and hit exit. You're going to go up here to the right hand corner. You're going to click on this sign up. And as you can see, we're already in New Dawn. Over here, I've missed the part where I could come in and collect these. Oh, well, I didn't get a high enough level. Excuse me. Because I'm only level 18. I didn't have Chubby finish running me through all the dungeons. And that's the thing, too. If you have an alt, if you wait until the last phase, you can literally run your alt through like 8 to 10 pro dungeons and be like level 30 really quickly. So I'm going to go to sign up. I'm going to go, as you can see here, Way of Winter, sign up available, and you can see there's 7.5, 7.6, 7.4. This mark here says it's Lunar, and then this mark here says it's the Deviant Invasion. So as you can see here, what the Deviant Invasion means super anomalies, void, coherence, and phase. Now, as you can see, each one of these anomalies take a different type of damage. Like voids take mostly power surge damage, super anomalies, bounce damage, fast gunner damage, or bullseye. And then, of course, super anomaly phase is shrapnel damage or fortress warfare. So that's one thing. We usually, in the hive, we all kind of pick a different thing, so it's really easy to do. And when we do that, sorry about that, it's when you go into a dungeon, if you have one of these super anomalies spawn, because in some of the dungeons you can get stuck if the super anomaly spawns and you don't have a way to kill it. So that's why we are making sure that we spread the wealth, I guess you could say. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 0076 where my hive mates are at. I'm going to click up sign up for a new scenario, personal sign up, and then I have successfully signed up, right? And then I just go down to go to new scenario. Once you move to the new server, you will not be able to return. Confirm and proceed. Yes. So now sometimes, especially on loading bay, it likes to kick you out to the main screen when you do this. I don't know why, but it's done it to me a couple of times. But however, Steam, it doesn't seem to do it. So what it's going to do is it's going to throw me into the new scenario. I will get two options once, of course, you hit E to get past. This is telling you, inherent resources. This is telling you what's passed over on the left-hand side. And inherent resources from the last season. Starcrom, Christian, the energy links converted to Astral Sand, 6,444. Mitsuko Mark, Silver Key, Wishland Sugars, Lucky Coins. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this stuff. And then, of course, a lot of this stuff down here goes to Eternal Land. However, you can pull it from Eternal Land into the new season, and I will show you how. So right here, supplies in original of items unable to leave the realm, which is, of course, the access cards and the Staroids. This will actually fill up with a lot more stuff when you start completing the whole entire scenario. And then, of course, then it gives you scenario settlement. This is the first time you can use to choose stuff. And so you guys can see, you can pick things, but do not do adrenaline shots. Look at adrenaline. 20 adrenaline shots uses 20,000 points. No, wait, don't do that. Over here, these are some of the things, but you won't do them until later on. Calibrations, those will be a good thing to pull in. Maybe a space tuner, space twister. I did that on my day one video to bring all of my hive mates to an area where we are going to build. But as you can see, deviants. Deviants are going to be the #1 thing you're going to want to pull into this season. And I will go ahead and do one here. Ooh, 4-5. I didn't know I had a 4-5 on this guy, especially in the mining deviant. Mining deviants are very good to have. I will also pull probably that 4-4 fortune dice. Yeah, I'm going to pull this 4-4 fortune dice as well. Let's see here. Do we have... Oh, we got a 3-3 Sheffy. I'll pull that, so that way I don't have to worry about that at the first part. I can use this. And then Dr. Teddy. Now, when you do pull these things over, you will see these energy links on it, right? So once you've pulled them over to Eternal Land, usually, and pulled them out, sometimes put them in a box, and then transfer them over, wait the 5 days, the energy link, the linked account will be broken and you can transfer them to other people, which is really nice. Especially with the new update where you can now transfer, put deviants inside of the vending machines. Let's see here. Worn out and clumsy. Let's see here. Oh no, that sucks. Crafting output -1. Yeah, that's a shitty deviant. So I'm just gonna pull this 2-3 over, and then when I get over there, I'm probably going to pull this disco ball out so you guys can see how to do it in the main, and then I might pull a beaver so that way I have some extra wood off on the side. And of course, everyone knows you always pull the lethal rabbit. You never forget the lethal rabbit, but I'll pull him over on the other side too. So I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm, and it says here, confirm transfer supplies, space-time backpack to your backpack on the new server. So this way, right when I log in, this stuff is going to be in my book bag. So this character has already been to Way of Winter. So I can click simplified, but we have complete and simplified. A lot of people get this confused. Now, I'll complete. Experience the task in full and unchanged for metas who want to indulge in a little nostalgia. What that means is every task you go to, you're going to have to go through all the steps to complete that actual quest. If you choose simplified, when you go to the server, certain tasks, when you show up to that actual task to complete it, you will just hold, I think, F on, and it will complete the whole task without having to, like, say, go to the settlement, find the item, and then bring it back. Now, if you haven't been or done that task and you still click simplified, you will still have to complete the task. This does not mean it simplifies every task. It only simplifies the tasks that you have done previously. So I'm going to go ahead and want to do that, even though that, from my knowledge, I didn't really do anything with this alt. And then you're going to go through the door. You don't, if you haven't done this server yet, you'll have to do all the other stuff and fight the boss out here. But I've already done that, so I'm just going to talk to Mitsuko. She's going to go through her speech, tell me about Way of Winter.
Hey.
I'm not really worried about it because I've already been through it, and I don't want to take up your guys' time more than it should be taken up.
Besides,
And so I'm just hitting spacebar like crazy. Alright, and now it's going to make me go through the door. The moment I go through the door, you will start falling. You will already, of course, have V out, being your, like, catch-all parachute guy. But, you know, you still have stamina to worry about. And then you can pick which area to go to. So, as you can... Oh, actually, you pick which area you go to, and then you start falling. So, my hive decided to start out in the Onyx Tundra. We are currently, if I can remember correctly, on the Onyx Tundra, I think we're over here, if I'm not mistaken. We're up here near this body of water. The one thing about Way of Winter, which a lot of people don't know about, there's not a lot of clean water that is readily accessible, especially in the Onyx Tundra. In the Vienna Ford, you got all this river space, that has drinkable water right in these areas, but that's it. All the rest is salt water. And over here you got that lake. You got this lake-ish area, this really big lake, which has already been filled out. It was filled out by the time we got there. The one thing, though, what a lot of people don't realize is some people go directly to polluted zones. This side of the lake is a polluted zone. This side of the lake is not. So half the lake is polluted and half the lake is not. And that's because there's a settlement right over here which has the big birthday cake on it. I can't remember which one it is. At least I think that's where the settlement is. Nope, this is the big birthday settlement cake right here. But this is the polluted zone right there. So I'm going to find out what's closest, which is, of course, the Desolate Dock. It's either going to be the Desolate Dock or up here. Now, when you do spawn in, it's only going to put you in a level 5 area, so you don't really have to worry about deviants too much. We're going to go ahead and click Enter World. As you see, throw me right in. I start collecting everything from Astrium links and stuff like that. And you can see he is already telling me it's cold. And as you can see in the bottom center of my screen, it is telling me, yo, it's cold. So the first thing you want to do when you get down here is go ahead, because time is of the essence literally at this moment, because it is first thing in the morning. Usually in the afternoon it does get a little bit warmer.
A safe landing. Quick, let's scan the area.
So I'm not even going to scan the area.
We'll work on what to do next.
The first thing we're going to go ahead and do is grab some supplies. Tasks. You want to complete these as quickly as possible, especially starting off, because see right there, I got a level already. You're going to want to hit T. I need 5 more. I already got my sticks, but I need more sticks. Now, usually in Way of Winter, there's a lot of sticks on the ground, but I really do want to process this as quickly as possible, and you will see why shortly. So here we go. Here's some more rocks. Oh, here's another player already. Alright, so I should have enough rocks. There we go. Alright, campsite. Now, I hopefully have enough already. I'm going to want to go to weapon crafting first. First thing you want to do is go ahead in here. Now, the one thing I forgot to look at is see about my blueprints. So I'm going to go to blueprints real quick, go to melee, go here to the torch, click on this. Alright, I'm not too worried about points at this moment, so I'm just going to level this up all the way. Because I'm not worried about weapons. Because, you know, I'm not really going to use this character for weapons. So I got my torch. I'm going to go ahead and craft my 3-star torch. That star does make a difference. And as you see, you know, I already have the materials to make it, which is the shabby fabric. You get that at login. So I'm going to go ahead, change my melee weapon out now. Go to gear, click on the melee weapon, get out the torch. Now, there's a reason I did this. I am no longer freezing. A lot of key points in Way of Winter, temperature, temperature, temperature. So the first thing you want to do is build a torch, so that way you don't freeze to death. Next thing you want to do is, you want to find a settlement, which you've got a settlement over here, and we're going to want to, if actually, I don't even know if we might have enough to actually do it, or I might have to go kill a deer real quick. Is we're going to go ahead and go to armor crafting. Now, there's a lot of reasons of why people. So I already do have some deer hide on me, so I got 6. So first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is remember what I told you. Chest and pants. Chest and pants are always the first way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and equip now. Equip. So as you can see here too, I did deer hide, so frost resist +5. This was deer hide too, so this will give me frost resist +5 if I'm not mistaken. Now, we just got to find some more deer. And usually on this server, deer are all over the place. So you don't have to worry about that too much. you get food and drink right off the bat. Don't worry about using it, use it. Now, the one thing about these caribou, they are not tameable, so you don't have to worry about that. And if I can remember correctly, there's a place to get a new thing, equipment over there. So, but they run away from you. So you gotta charge these guys, and then don't be afraid about just hitting them. You need to hit them as quickly as possible, because the charging will help you get in within distance to be able to hit them. If you can get up, but as you can see, they are hard to get to. So now I got 3, I can make another piece of equipment. Start picking up plants too, especially in Way of Winter, because plants can give you a boost up as well, and of course, start getting the seeds. Because later on you're going to want the seeds. Now the other first plant you want to go to, especially in Way of Winter, is this Spikenado plant right here. Key plant to get. The reason why I say it's a key plant to get is it's already on my action bar. The moment I hit it, it's going to turn this down to 5 minutes. I now have 5 minutes with increased, I'm trying to think about it, temperature. As you can see, increased cold resist by 5. So now I don't have to worry about freezing to death. So now I can actually take out my torch, put my torch away. But always go for the Spikenados. Spikenados, because later on, once you get your stove up, you'll be able to cook the Spikenados and make a little bit better of a food that lasts, I think it's half an hour. Use your bullets wisely to start, but I always like to use them right off the bat. Go ahead and get the hide from this caribou. Oh, I probably should have just updated this one. Get enough so we can make all of the gear. That's the key too. So I will also go to gear, pistol. I can still upgrade it. Right here, blue mods right here. Look at that, weapon damage. I'm already doing more weapon damage with my weapon. I'll use that one. And then also too, accessories. I can put a freaking, if I had this stuff, I can put it on it. I'm hoping, okay, I do have at least a scope. And I don't have any other things because I don't really, like I told you, I don't really play this character. But as you can see from the iron sights to this, big difference. Now, the other key part is I do want to get to where my hive is at, but you will see while I'm running in the opposite direction from where I want to go. Alright, I think I should have enough reindeer after this. Let's see how much we have. We have 10. Let's kill, I think there's 2 more over here. No. Alright. So the reason why I went this direction and not towards my hive was so that way I can go ahead and do this. Because I've gotten my fur, I can just teleport right back to my camp. Your camp is now a teleportation point, which it was not at the beginning of the game. This has literally changed the game overall. So next I'm going to go for boots. Equip now. Gloves. And then hat. I am now set. I will not freeze to death on my way to my hive mates. However, I am going to collect more stone. I'm going to collect another tree because starting out, you will see why this. You see how long this has taken me. On my other character, I had a chainsaw and I had a man, why can't I remember what I'm talking about? I had a chainsaw and a drill. Makes it so much easier to collect materials. Transfer the chainsaw, transfer the drill. See, I already don't even have enough to make 5 arrows. It takes 10 stone. Like, that's going to take forever. But now that I actually have a pickaxe, I can easily do that. But I'm not worried about that because, like I told you, I don't really play on this alt that much. So I will go ahead and go over to my main character. So that's how to really get started first off the bat. You find a good building location. Well, actually, I'll take you that far. Let's see here, how far I gotta go? Oh, it's only 400. So that's not bad. So on the way, as you're running, collect whatever on your way to your destination. Collect it. Living or plant-wise, I wouldn't really worry about the stones too much. My hive mate, he literally mined almost everything on his way there, which does pay off on the end, especially if you have a drill, because right where you get where you want to go, you can automatically just start building. Oh, and then I also got to show you guys how to transfer. As you're running, and as you see, I told you guys getting close to that lake, I'm getting stardust pollution. And as you saw, how quickly the caribou run away. Oh, there's a lamb right there. Oh, that's someone's pet lamb. Ha! Hopefully they fix the feeding. I'm going to try the feeding on this season. There was a snippet about it, so I'm hoping they did something with it. There's the Spikenados. Now, I should be getting close to my hive mates, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we're actually a little bit further down over here. I think we actually were. How much further is that? Oh, it's half a K. That's not too bad of a run. Just be prepared for running in this game. This game has a lot of running when you're starting off. And it's all because of the fact you don't have a bike yet. Now, a lot of people, they will build right around the first town. Not a bad idea. But we like to go a little bit further out than doing that. And of course, you see me trying to pick up the contaminated plants. I was trying to get some seeds, see if I could do that. But as you do move farther north too, the colder it does get. So now the weather has changed to sunny. When the weather changes to sunny, the temperature goes up. As you can see with all my gear on right now, I am at 10 Celsius. So this would be considered being in warm. And so, like I said on my other video when I was using the Blackstone set, this would give me with the warm sensation. And because if I eat the Spikenado, it doesn't currently do anything because of the fact of I'm not currently cold. So it's not going to make a difference. And here we are. Oh my goodness, they've already been building up like crazy. So I haven't been on since last night. Go and watch that video. You can see how far we got last night. It looks like, oh, it doesn't help I'm on the wrong world too. That's another thing. So in the top right hand corner, make sure you're on the right world. Luckily there's a teleporter not too far from me. I'm not going to go to that now, but make sure you're on the right world to meet up with your people. If you join the hive, you can teleport to their bases, which does help. How to do that? So you're going to want to hit escape. You're going to want to go get United Hives. Now, your Hive team member can either invite you by inviting friends, or you just go to find a Hive, and you can either scroll, or you can just do here. I can type in 30, see if it will show up. Over 30 Gaming, as you can see, and I just applied to the Hive. Now, on Way of Winter, instead of 8 people in a Hive, you can now have 16 people. So, and that's all because of the thermal towers. So, this is how you first start out. Now we'll go and I will show you how to transfer other items in. And I should have done it before I logged off. My apologies. So, I will go ahead and log in on this game now. And I will show you the deviants that I've already transferred in as well. So when you also start coming in and you're using your drill, especially on 10, you will get chances to get 1-1 dig boys. Grab those 1-1 dig boys. If you see a level 4 or level 5 dig boy, you can waste your time. But I'm being honest with you, you're probably going to be wasting time. You don't have a high enough set of gloves to get it. And normally you can't get the capture rate over 10%. So you have a one, some people, I guess you could say a 1 in 10 chance of maybe catching it, or, a 10 in 100, which is, same thing. To be able to catch that deviant, which the odds are not in your favor at that point. As you can see, I'm already level 20, 0076. Gonna go ahead and enter game. And I think I still have some of the original gear on, and then I will show you the reason why too that gear can be good to start out with. All right, now as you can see, new scenario, locked in, because of the fact of I just transferred gear. As you can see, I've already pretty much built up pretty good. I already got copper going. I got my gear bench, my supply, dual perk assembly bench. And the reason is, in the memetics, we usually do this as a hive so we can determine who's going to get what. In my first 3 specializations, my first 2, I got disassembly bench. So I went into disassembly bench. So I give my hive mates all disassembly benches, and I went into the 64 slot crate storage. Now my level 20, I have solar drill and then sintering. I have another hive mate that's going into furnaces. I don't know if he's going to get it or not, so I'm waiting to decide what I'm going to choose. So, the deviants I transferred in, as you can see, I transferred in my 5-5 butterfly. I transferred in my 5-5 lethal rabbit. I transferred in my 5-5 dig boy. Now, these have all been sitting in here for a day. I transferred in any of the things that will give me whims that I want to carry, as I told you on that first scenario, preparation to leave, and then on supplies. So I will go ahead and claim now. As you see, bearskin, crocodile, fur rabbit, hide, goat meats. Meats are good. The dig boys are fantastic. One day, I collect already 500 iron. Iron is good. Got silver from this guy, 10. And as you can see, I go over here. I can easily already just put that stuff away in my box. And now I have supplies to be able to smelt into what I want. Now, to transfer items in, of course, you hit escape. Well, no, excuse me. You hit I on the computer at least. You can go ahead and do inherit resources. When you do inherit resources, this is going to bring up the screen. You will see I have a lot of stuff in here. Here, of course, is the drills and the advanced logging. As you can see, 2,000, I've already spent almost half my points in deviants and in my drill and chainsaw. Now, to transfer one in, it's the same process that we had before. I got, we're going to do festering gel. I do like to have a good festering gel around. I like the 3-3 one. Let's see if I have any other better festering gels. A good is Growing Pains, because like I said before, Growing Pains lets it stay out longer. Ooh, Growing Pains 3 on a 3.5. That's not bad. I think 3.5. Oh, I got a 4.2, which you're up to. So I'm actually going to go for this 3.5 with Growing Pains. I'm going to go ahead, as you can see here, 400. Cost me 400 transfer this in. So now that Deviant goes directly into my book bag. Now here are weapons. Look at the weapons. 11,000 for a tier 5, 0-star, 10 calibration. Now, if you go down here, look at that. 10,000. It does not drop much. Weapons are very expensive. You can almost expect to use almost all your points on weapons if you're going to do it. Gear, 5,000 for one piece. It's not worth transferring in gear. How much are these? Doesn't have a price tag on it. Ooh, they don't have price tags on it. So blueprints don't have price tags on them, which is really nice, because that way I can turn these blueprints in for, I thought these actually would have a price on it. I can turn these blueprints in for items to be able to trade. Seeds I will do later. As you can see, 10 points per. I can transfer in 38 seeds, no problem. Controllers. This is why I said controllers. Right here, they cost 20. I can transfer in all these, 357, but look how many points it uses up. If I want a chainsaw later or an extra drill because I burn through it, I won't have enough points to do it. Food. Don't do food. Food's expensive, and it's easy to make. The only time I suggest doing food, as you can see, beer. Beer is heavy. 100 beer takes a lot of points. The one time I will do it are Stardust energy drinks. I will do Stardust energy drinks, maybe a couple of them to start off, because sometimes I don't have my leaper yet, and they can be a little, some items can be a little high to get to. But they're here for me to choose if I want to. Oh, and of course, canned seafood oil. I always usually transfer in 2 to 3 cans of canned seafood oil, because during early game, having the canned seafood oil, increasing that amount of ore you can get off the bat really pays off and really hastens the game for you. So you can go ahead now. As you can see, I have my Chefy one with 38%. This will be the ones that I usually transfer in. I made those before last season. Well, I had my tribe mate Chubby make them before last season. So that is why you go ahead and you get those deviants, and then this is how you start. Go and watch my day 1 video, see what you think of how the start was. You can see us dying a lot, and you can see how I guess we've started off and how the day went. But don't forget, make your gear and get started. Have fun out there, everybody. Oh, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have questions, please leave a comment. I will make sure I answer all comments that are left, especially about game, and I will make sure I do a video either describing it or describe it in a comment. Thank you. Have a great day.